Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the Raw Approach. This is Dr. Woods in the house. I got a very special guest coming to y'all in just a second. I'm going to let him introduce himself, and we're going to go from there. We're going to have a wonderful show on today. But for right now, I want to give y'all an inspirational insight. And my inspirational insight for today is your past do not have to dictate your future. Your past does not have to dictate your future. We all have been in situations and we are been able to come out. At least we try to come out. We can't stop. Whatever the past is, don't let the past keep you down. Let me give this to you for free. Have you ever noticed when you're trying to move on in life, people want to always bring up your past as a way to hold you down? I'm going to give you something else for free. That person that's trying to hold you down will go find other people to hold you down. And they become together just to hold you down. But this is the catch. All the energy that they are putting in to hold you down, that means you will mean something more to them than they mean to you. So what that said is, let them be the trash can and keep the garbage. And you keep moving on the way you're supposed to. Don't let nobody get you down. All right. That's my inspirational insight. All right, good people. As you can see, I have the one and only Kelvin, the Fridge Bryant, in the house. What's going on, big dog?
Man, I'm good, man. I appreciate you having me, bro.
Man, it's always good to have you. Always good to talk to you, man. I'm going to turn it over here for a moment. I'm going to let you introduce yourself and let the people know a little bit about you while I sip on my water.
How y'all doing today? My name is Calvin Bryant. Everybody call me Big Fridge. Native. Went to school at Hillsborough High School. A star football player. Big family man. Went to Tennessee State University on the athletic scholarship. Ended up getting in a little trouble. They ended up serving some time in prison. Ended up getting my case overturned. Ended up coming home early, 5 years early to be exact. And I ended up a federal judge. And then I ended up helping change the same law that incarcerated me. So I'm a criminal justice advocate as well. Working the juveniles with the kids in DCS custody. I also work at the Department of Health.
That's what's up, man. You have a story, and I'm gonna slowly but surely find some transitioning for us to get you there. But I had to do this one right here first. Hold on, I had to do this.
Oh man, gun right there. I know you had fun with that thing.
All right. Tell me what's going through your thought at that moment in time right there, man.
Man, bitch, some of the best years of my life, man. I mean,
okay.
Pictures. That was fall practice right there. We won the state championship that year. So aftermath of that was great right there.
Yeah, well, because that was what year?
2003 right there.
Yeah. I know I was
I graduated.
I was rooting for you, big dog. Everybody knew about the Fridge in Nashville running over folk.
I appreciate that.
Let me get one more here for you. There you.
Okay. On the gridiron right there, man.
Yeah, that's the gridiron. The picture in the middle there. What's going on right there? Are you in a hospital bed or you just laying down chilling showing your championship ring?
Now, that was actually me and a teammate of mine. Our back was against the wall, and they used to have a paper called the City Paper.
Okay.
They came up to the high school. We just got our state championship rings, and we were just leaning back against the wall, showing them off.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I didn't know he was in the hospital. But all right, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. I like that, man. I'm glad you're on. So let's go straight on into it, Brother Calvin. Do you for friends or whatever? First of all, I want we're going to talk about a gamut of things such as your past, your future, what's going on with your family, and the service that you do in the community, man. Because I really think you do wonderful work, and I want to give you your, as they say, your flowers, your kudos, your claps, and everything that you deserve, man. So, do you want to talk about the rule and the law that you had changed in order for that the same law that incarcerated, one that you thought to have changed?
Yeah, we can talk about it. I was charged with a law called the Drug-Free School Zone law. What that is, that's any sale or delivery that takes place within 1,000 feet of a school, daycare, library, community center, or church. So, the thing about that, that's really anywhere in the inner city when they really want to apply it. So, I was charged with that. And with that charge, it carried 100%. So, I was sentenced to 17 years at 100% when I was found guilty in trial.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so what steps did you go through to help get that law changed?
Well, I did 10 and a half years before my case was overturned. My case was overturned by a federal judge due to effective assistant counsel. So when I got out and got with a group out of Washington, D.C. Called Families Against Mandatory Minimums. And we went in front of the legislature, and we really basically had myself testify along with other people about how this law affects the Black community and people of color because of the inner city and there's so many schools around. So we ended up getting some play on that law, and they changed the law that really the judge has the jurisdiction enough now not to charge people with the school when it's not open. Like when I did my sales, the schools was not open. So, they kind of used the law to their advantage. Like it could be in the summertime, they was hitting schools on. They talking about they protecting kids, but kids had nothing to do with the charges. So they ended up changing that law where the judge has jurisdiction over the DA to throw out the school zone, and there's also 500 feet instead of 1,000 feet now.
Okay, that's what's up, man. Well, I'm glad to have you back into the community, man, because you do great things. So let me go into one more with you. You ready?
Right.
All right, explain to us what is PIC.
PIC stands for Positive Inner City Kids. So when I was incarcerated in 2015, I wanted to do something to have a huge effect on the community. So I wanted to give back to started my own nonprofit organization from the inside. And it was based around equipping the kids in the community successful, equipping them with the tools to be successful that they address don't determine their outcome, basically. We do mentoring, community events, after school tutoring. We do all kinds of things in the community. We're big in the community.
Okay. So with all that you got going on, how do you handle work-life balance, man? Because when I see you always out there doing something, either with your kids or with your volunteering, your mentoring, or you working with the kids, and now you're doing the thing with the health. So how do you find that?
Man, I think the time that I spent away when I was locked down, it made me a preacher. You see what I'm saying? What a lot of people will find to be a headache, I really embrace it because I know, for number one, tomorrow's not promising. It's a gift to be able to go outside and do the things that you need to do, and want to do. You feel what I'm saying? I try to make the little things the big things. Like I know the little things really count. So, it's a struggle sometimes. I do got my own family, but they 100% committed to what I do, and I feel like just giving back, man, is everything. It's stuff that I used to do before I even got incarcerated. So, I just love to see other people smile and just really work on my community, especially with me having kids now. You feel what I'm saying? I want this community right. You feel what I'm saying? It's rough out here. You feel me?
Yeah, it's super rough, man. And of course, man, I did 27 years in the industry, and you have to have the heart for it and the love, because it's not easy. But I always tell people, if you got the passion for it, you make people think it's easy. Right. And then when they step into that footstep as you move away, and they'll be like, man, this is some mess going on over here.
No,
but you have to have a passion for it, man, and be able to, the goal is to teach these youth, man, that no matter what goes on, we there's somebody out here that can provide you with the information that you need to get you where you need to go. And the thing with having mentors like yourself, they can't pull the wool over you.
No, they can't, not at all.
Yeah, man, because I used to love when you come in, man, you talk with them, and a lot of times you let them, go through all the, as we say, the BS. And then when you tell them, when you get through with the BS, now let's get down to the nitty gritty of it. And let's see what, how we can find a solution, man. And I tell people sometimes reaching out to these kids in a different perspective, you got to have other people that bring different perspective, because not one person can do it all. So I appreciate you on that. So as you continue to go in work-life balance, have you found out that one thing that works just for you, that provides you with that peace at the end of the day?
I think, man, coming home to my kids, bro, like when I was incarcerated, I did 10 and a half years. I got locked up at 22 and came home at 32. So, coming home to my kids, man, my biggest fear when I was incarcerated, that I wouldn't be able to make it out to be able to have kids of my own. So, regardless of how my day go, I leave it at the door. You see what I'm saying? I leave it at the gate. So, when I come home and see them, I got a 2-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 5-year-old. And to see how they be, it motivates me, man, to leave what I might have been through that day at the door, and also to strive and make sure that they out here in good community, bro. So I'm not going to be here all the time. You're not going to be here all the time. So, each little guy can change, and they'll change their way of thinking. That makes the community better for my family and your family. You feel me?
Absolutely. And I think a lot of people don't see that. If it weren't for people like us, then it won't no community be safe.
No, for real.
But hey, what I like about that piece, man, is that, and I try to teach this and preach this and live this and be the example, man, is that no matter what we go through in life, I tell people, you have to learn to deal with the things that you can control.
Right, most definitely.
Things that you can't control, man, you gotta let them things go. And I was talking to a friend of mine just last week on Sunday, and then actually we talked about the same thing Sunday for last, man. I, especially when I've been traveling and going to different behavioral health hospitals and dealing with other staff and providing training and support, man, I see so many people, man, that they can't let go. They can't let go. And we had one staff member, they had to rush him to the hospital. And, they thought he was having a heart attack and everything. And they got him and they ran all type of tests on him. And the doctor just pretty much told him, when it's all said and done, there's nothing wrong with your heart. You stressed.
Yeah.
You holding on to too much stuff. And I know it's easily said and done, but it's just like my thing with work-life balance. I want to talk to people about that all the time, because a lot of people is really getting into that now. Companies is realizing that if they don't preach and teach a work-life balance for their industry, man, you're not gonna have qualified workers that's gonna work. They're gonna be gone.
No,
they're gonna be too stressed out. They're gonna leave. You know what I'm saying? So that's very important information, man. All right, now let's talk about your book for a moment. I got a video I want to show, and then I'm going to let you have at it, okay?
Look at that big dog. Look at that big dog. Hottest thing out, man. Hottest thing out, man. Read the back of it. Growing up in the inner city projects of South Nashville, an impoverished community can be chaotic. Destined for greatness. Calvin Frears Brown became a high school football star and a leader for his entire community. When life took an unexpected turn, Frears at the age of 15 was forced to decide to better his environment. Frears became involved in the National Street Organization, caused by a longtime family friend who became a confidential informant wearing a wiretap, landed Frears in prison for 17 years. You hear me? Frears' spirit remained unbroken despite the hardships, with the opportunity to start start over to an early prison sentence release. He continued to rise above adversity, challenging his experiences into positive action. His influence persists, guiding his community towards a brighter, more hopeful future. After serving a decade in prison, Big Fridge, who is me, came home and has returned to tell both sides of the story, man. Watch that movie. Watch that movie come.
Hey, we're going to speak that movie into existence, big dog.
Yeah, most definitely.
That's what's up. All right. Tell a little bit about the book, man. I mean, that was a good narrative on the back to get us, but go and tell us a little bit about it.
So, like, majority of people, man, I never thought I'd be an author. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, when I got to the point where I felt like I wanted to tell my story, it was one of them things that I feel like the world need to hear. And it was like a comeback story. It's like you rarely get like a guy coming up from a good family, living in the projects and end up, you know what I mean, making it to high school and graduating from high school, becoming a football star, going to college on the athletic scholarship, you know what I mean, then get caught up in the gang situation where you was a gang member and they try to label you a gang leader, so you was sent to prison. So with all this going on, fighting my way out of prison, getting out, changing laws, I feel like it was a story to be told, and it was bigger than me. You know, so it's people all around this country. It's people with stories like mine that need that motivation. So, you know, that was my motivation, just really getting to the point where I can tell my story and it be here after I'm dead and gone. You know what I mean? I just feel like the impact that it had and it's having right now is major. And I feel like everybody got a story to tell. Everybody.
Yeah, everybody do, bro. You're right. They didn't try to get you on the RICO charge, did they?
Yeah, they came and investigated me for being the leader of GDs and stuff, but they really didn't have no proof on anything that what I was doing illegal. It's not illegal to be in a gang, which is not right, but it's not illegal to be in a gang. It's illegal when you engage in criminal activity. And the only thing they see me doing was selling drugs to people. And when they came and got me, they wanted to go into the gang situation where they could do a big indictment for the GDs, period. But when I decided not to cooperate, I mean, it kind of threw a wrench in what they was doing, so they just charged me state. But they had a federal agent on my case just in case they would have went to like a racketeering charge. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But God was with me because I never was the type to just really was like on no robbing or shooting or sending anybody out to do a crime. You know, that's why I try to teach people and tell people like, I was 15 years old, bro, so I thought I was better in my community by trying to change the gang life without me having to clash with it. So what people got to understand, every child that jump in a gang don't want to be in a gang because they just see it. Sometimes it's the environment that they got to survive in. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Right.
And that's what one of my friends out of Chicago, who's GD, and then the other one, he's vice lord, and pretty much that's how they explained it. You know, I mean, you might have to cross over one neighborhood into a whole different, section. And that wasn't the thing that they grew up and said, this is what I want to be a part of. It became part of the culture and environment that they was almost forced into, like either you do or you don't. So that's a good thing. I was talking in the
I'm gonna grab this camera and walk up stab my kids for to come in, man. I don't want to interrupt.
Go ahead. I was talking early in the beginning about the inspirational insight, not allowing your past to dictate your future. Mm-hmm. How do you get that message over and across to young folks? And in today's time, man, it's people our age. How do you spread that message for the mass?
Man, to be honest, man, I had to make up in my mind, bro, that there ain't no excuses, bro. You know, like, regardless of what I had been through, it's like it was work to be done. So Absolutely. I just really went into it with no excuses, man. You know, so many people, say, well, I got a felony, I can't do this, I can't do that. But I look at it like, I'm going to get it out the mud, bro. You feel me? I was just now in prison working for 17 cents an hour. So, it hit different when you get out here in the free world and you're making excuses. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's exactly what it is, man.
Right.
Like myself, I hate to hear people talk about they can't find a job when jobs out there. Sometimes you got
to find a job. It might not just be what you want to do, but you can find a job.
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta get you a job until you can move, and not. But some people feel no money is better than no little money, and I don't
Yeah.
understand that concept.
Right.
That's foolish to me.
No, most definitely.
All right. Well, let me ask you this, brother Calvin. You know, you're a deep brother, so I'm gonna give you this one. So this is one that I like to give people, and I want them to look at. So when they see it, I always want to see the different ideals from different people and what this means to them. Okay, you ready?
Right. Yeah, I'm ready.
There comes a time where you just have to allow the knowers and the audience around you to just let them do what they do and don't let it phase you. What did they tell you there, big dog? What comes to your mind?
What comes to my mind is not what happened, is how you react to it. So, in life, you're going to go through it's can you operate in chaos? You feel what I'm saying? And that's what it come down to. Like, those that can operate in chaos survive longer than those who react so quick. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, it's about really, like, not what's a threat, it's what you make a threat. In most situations. Right.
Absolutely, man. I always get out of that is that, hey, that people gonna be barking for the rest of your life.
Right.
And if you allow they barking to get to you,
right.
then they don't warn, man.
Most
They
definitely.
don't warn. And it goes back to the old saying, man. It can be a little cliche, but it's real. As you continue to elevate yourself, man, you better know where there's new levels, there's new devils. They coming.
No, most definitely.
But you got to prepare yourself. You don't act shocked because they acting foolish. And I always tell people, man, if people stop talking about you, they don't want.
Yeah, most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, if they talking about something and you, it has to be important to you because sometimes you don't even hear it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I laugh about. It's funny. I hear people talk about how they block people on the phone and all that type stuff.
Right.
Then about 4 or 5 months they call you up and be like, "Hey, I just want to tell you that I wasn't reaching out to you because I had you on block. I didn't even know I was on block.
I noticed I was on block. Yeah, you know how it go. No, majority of the time people don't even notice they on block. They show how much they kill.
It only cares for somebody they really give a care, and you can't get caught up in that. All right, brother Fridge, man, you have anything? You have any questions you want to ask me?
Man, I met you in the trenches, bro. You know what I mean? You was doing a lot of community work. You was down there with the juveniles, and you know what I mean? Just want to really give you your flowers as well, bro, because as you know, man, anybody can't do that job, bro.
Yeah.
Many I go by saying it's true, man. Say many are called, but only few are chosen. You feel me?
Yeah.
And you chosen ones, bro, and what you done overcame, you know what I mean? That's a great thing.
Man, I appreciate that.
Yeah, what you do for the youth and the kids as well.
I appreciate that, man. There go that baby. All right, I'm gonna give you this one. Give me a slogan, a motto, a theory that you want to leave the audience with. Tell me something that you want them to be impacted with as we go out of here.
It's two things, man. Number one, man, anything is possible. When I say that, when I was incarcerated, there was a 3.2% chance that inmates in my position get their case overturned. There was a 0.8% chance that inmates in my position, there was a 1.8% chance that inmates that was in my position go home. I was 1.8 in the nation. So that lets you know anything is possible, man, and continue to strive for whatever you want, and you can get it, most definitely. And a saying that I go by that's very important to me is documentation beats conversation. And anything you do, documentation gonna always be conversation. So people ain't gonna worry about what you say, they're gonna worry about what you do and what you can display. You feel me?
I feel you. I appreciate that, man, and that's real. Because even in life they tell you write it down, save it, CYA, no matter what.
Right.
That's what's up. All right, brother, man. I want to hold you up. I'm gonna let you get yourself up out of here. I want to tell you, I thank you for your time. I thank you for your attention, and I just want everyone to know that we appreciate Brother Bryant coming on tonight, and just remember, small victories lead to greater success. I am Dr. Woods, and you have just been hit by the R.A.W. approach. Peace out. Come check us out.